Hello students and welcome back to our Spot That English Error video series. In this 15th video, we're going to be discussing how to remember to use plural words or plural nouns instead of the singular version when it's grammatically correct to use plural words. So we're remembering our plural word usage. We're also going to be discussing a few other errors to fix in this hotel notice that I saw on a recent trip of mine. And it has to do with solar energy. Renewable energy, but we're going to make this notice grammatically perfect by fixing the errors in this sentence. The main one being making a word in English plural in terms of it of being a noun and knowing the difference between singular and plural. So my name is Ben with English from A to Z, and let's get started. So let's look at the notice first. What is wrong with this picture? I took this picture myself. I won't name the hotel, but it is a notice from a hotel, and it's a good one. And basically it says, together we are reducing the need for foreign fuel import. Your hot water is solar powered. Let it run a minute before you use the shower. All right, so it doesn't sound that bad. It talks about the need to reduce foreign fuel in terms of imports, and I'll get to that. And it talks about how hot water is solar powered, meaning they're using solar energy instead of oil. They're using a renewable energy source for the hot water in the hotel before running the shower. So, can you guess on your own before we begin solving this particular picture together? There are a few English errors that we need to fix. So, take a minute, pause the video if you need to, take a minute to review the picture here and decide what is wrong with this hotel notice and how we can fix it to be correct. There are a few different errors here that I want to highlight, and I'll talk about them in the next slide. But first, I want you to think about how you would fix it. There are a number of errors here. There are multiple sentences to fix. So think about it, jot down some notes. Try to rewrite these sentences on your own before we continue on in this video. Feel free to pause if you need to, but I'm going to move on and we'll review it together. So here we go. Let's first look at the error or errors that were made here, and let's analyze them. So let's look at the lack of proper punctuation in this sentence. It's very visible. We're going to fix that first. So we need a comma after together at the beginning. So together, there should be a comma right here. Together, pause, kind of like a pause, putting a comma here. Together, we are reducing the need for foreign fuel import. So we're getting there, right? That's the first error. So that's the first error. And then the next error is there is no space there, no kind of pause or space between the word foreign and fuel. You can't put foreign fuel together. You have to separate them. So foreign and fuel should be separate from each other. So together, we are reducing the need for foreign fuel. All right, sounds a little bit better. We put a proverbial space there when we fix it. And then next, fuel may be singular. We don't say fuels. Sometimes we do, but fuel can be mainly used singular. But import needs an S at the end, since there are thousands or millions of liters or gallons of fuel imported to a country every day. So we're fixing this first sentence. Together, we are reducing the need for foreign fuel imports. So remember, our difference here, import is singular, imports is plural. So we really need to remember that when we're talking about fuel, it's not just going to be 1 gallon. It's going to be more than that. So we need to think about foreign fuel imports coming from different countries, being used for different purposes. So that's how we fix the first sentence here. Together, we are reducing the need for foreign fuel imports. So there we go. We have basically lack of proper punctuation, adding a comma, making that space there on the notice between foreign and fuel, and then adding an S to imports to make the sentence grammatically correct. Now, when we move on to the second sentence, your hot water is solar powered. Let it run a minute before you use the shower. That's a run-on sentence. So we have to divide this sentence here that they wrote into two sentences. So it really should be To prevent these run-on sentences and ensure good punctuation, there should be a period. There should be a period after solar powered. So let's go back. Your hot water is solar powered. Period. Okay. That's it. We don't. It's at least 5 words. It's 6 words. This sentence. So you don't need to make it longer. We don't need to make a comma there. Your hot water is solar powered. Period. That makes it a second sentence there. And then we want to work on the last sentence in terms of capitalization. The beginning of each sentence is always capitalized. So let, which is undercase, should become let in the last sentence. So let, here, that's the undercase L. We need to make that an uppercase L. So period, let it run a minute before you use the shower, period. So that's correct. And then a bonus kind of fix here, and I'm not gonna dwell on this too much, but hot water, the letter H at the beginning and W for water, they can be undercase. Your hot water. They don't need to be capitalized like Y is at the beginning, and like L is when we divide these two sentences. So hot, like H and hot, and W and water, they could be undercase. So that's another change, but I'll make that optional because I don't find that to be a particular error that prevents the sentence from being readable or correct. So let's dive in. We've analyzed these errors. We're making the changes. Here is how they should look. So we have the rewritten sentences and an explanation of the changes. So the revised sentence number 1 that we did, we can see here that together, comma, we are reducing the need for foreign fuel imports. Right? So we made the space here, we added the comma, and then we added the S to make it actually plural, as it should be. So that's the first sentence. And then the second sentence, like I said, it didn't need to be so long. So we divided them. So your, that's capitalized, of course. Y is capitalized. And then I changed it myself just because I'm kind of a grammar nerd about that. H in hot should be undercase, and W in water should be lowercase or undercase. Is solar powered, period. Your hot water is solar powered. And then our third sentence that we divided into 2, I capitalized the L in let because it's the beginning of a new sentence. Let it run a minute before you use the shower. So there we go. Together we are reducing the need for foreign fuel imports. Your hot water is solar powered. Let it run a minute before you use the shower. Perfect. So we fixed about 5, 6 errors, give or take, and we revised them from 2 sentences into 3 sentences, and we got rid of the run-on sentence. To do a quick review of the summary of the major changes we made to this hotel notice, proper punctuation added with a comma and a period as well. I forgot to mention that. We added a period after solar powered here to make it a second sentence. So that's the first major change. Second, we added space, or we could just say adding space between 2 words that need it, such as foreign and fuel, and making one noun plural instead of singular with an S, which is imports. And then lastly, third, we're changing the capitalization for words at the beginning and the middle of sentences to be correct in usage. So let becomes capitalized, and then hot and water, we stop making them capitalized as it was in the notice. So we made L and let capitalized, and then we stopped capitalizing hot and water, and we made them undercase or lowercase. So those are the 3 major changes, but in total it's 6 total changes, but the 3 major changes are proper punctuation, adding space between the words, and then adding, or 4, I could say, 3 or 4, punctuation, spacing, making the noun plural, and then capitalization. So there you go. So remember your punctuation. Remember to always add space between 2 separate words when they should be separate. Remember our plural versus singular nouns. Remember to make them with an S at the end for plural. And then remember to change the capitalization to be correct at the beginning and in the middle of the sentences if there's too much capitalization. So that's our rewritten hotel notice for the hotel guests to help them in the future with making it a little easier to understand what the hotel means. So thank you so much for watching. I really enjoy doing these Spot That English Error video series. There's been a lot of different videos. We're up to 15 videos or so right now. For more information about our digital products and services to help English students succeed in learning the language, please go to our website, www.englishfromatoz.com. Remember to subscribe if you like this or any of our other videos. Hit that like button as well if you liked it too. And remember to look out for more videos in the future by subscribing. Thank you all again, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Bye-bye now. Take care.